Hey Wayne, thanks for coming in last night. Really enjoyed taking the opportunity to have a little bit of a look at your swing. Obviously, you just wanted to understand how you could be a little more consistent. Playing off 10, was off 8. Want to work on your game. Want to get a little bit more consistent. Notably, last night, I said about the height that you hit the ball, and you agreed. You hit the ball quite high, and the big red flag for me is how your upper torso tilts toward the target at the top of the swing. You were concerned about the length of your swing. So when you've seen your swing in the past, or videoed yourself, or someone else has videoed you, you've always said, I've kind of got a bit of an overswing, and sometimes I can see the club head in the corner of my eye. So they were the sort of things that concerned you. The big red flag for me is how your upper body tilts toward the target, or goes into extension. We did a little bit of 3D capture, and we know that this is 17 degrees toward the target, tilted toward the target. From there, your transition and the early part of your downswing goes even more toward the target. So you have a lot of lateral motion in the early part of the downward swing. And the center of mass, the center of you, is a long way ahead of the ball here. Because you're a good player, obviously playing off 10, you need to come up with a way to hit the golf ball and play. So as a result of that, that motion, you've had to release all of your wrist angles or your wrist condition. So you don't really have any stored energy here. You've kind of let it all go. That's in an attempt to try and hit the ball, and then you'll see through the hit how much you kind of lean the shaft backwards here, increasing the loft on the tool, on the iron, and you hit some real high shots. So be really interested to try and just flight the ball down a little bit more, to get a more penetrating flight. For the speed that you get, which is over 90 miles an hour with an iron, I don't think you hit the ball far enough. So I think if we make some adjustments, you can hit the ball much, much further. So we used biofeedback training, we did a little bit of K-Vest, and this was the outcome. This is where we ended the session. Just improve this a little bit for you. Okay. So using K-Vest biofeedback training, we were just thinking about the orientation of your upper torso. What I love about this kind of mid backswing is you've already got a nice tilt angle, tilted away from the target, or you are bent forward, which is this way. Okay. So in mid backswing, you've already created some nice angles, and then we're trying to maintain those angles. So you can see you've orientated the body differently. You've tilted the upper body away from the target a little bit more, which is loading the trail hip a little bit more efficiently. You can see the difference in how you're loaded into the trail hip. that has instantly affected the length of your club swing and made it a little more appropriate for you. And we're hoping that that's going to help the downswing. But if not, next time we meet, we can work on where your body is located in the downswing. You'll see you still move forward with your upper body quite a bit there. We wasn't working on this, Wayne, so you know this is to be expected. We were just working on backswing. But you can see here you move toward the target quite a bit with your upper body, so your centre of mass still goes forward a little bit too much. But I think this is better. I think you've got a little bit more angle. Bear in mind, I wasn't working on any of this. I think you've got a little bit more angle here coming into the ball. I don't think you're quite as far forward coming into the ball. So just improving the backswing has affected your downswing, but we would spend some time affecting it a little more. So good work, good hour spent. The key points is the orientation of the upper body at the top of the swing. Hope this has helped, Wayne. Look out for a 3D report coming on a separate email. Cheers.